Hey guys, it's Brittany. So, today's going to be a back in time watches video, and today I'll be sharing with you the first time that I saw Godzilla Minus One. And it is not too long ago that I actually saw this great Godzilla movie. So, I did not see it when it came out in theaters, although I wish I did, but that's still okay because not too long ago, okay, I'm trying to think, it was Saturday. Trying to think, was it? I Yeah, actually it was. It was Saturday, which was June 1st, where I was in the living room with my mom, my sister, my niece and nephew, and we were watching Godzilla Minus One. And I gotta say that upon watching this Godzilla movie, I've before even watching it, I've heard really good things about it, and I've heard really good reviews, and I thought, okay, I want to go see it. I really want to go see it because of course I love Godzilla. I do. Now I've seen at least some movies, but I gotta catch up on the other ones. But so when it came to watching this one, I thought, okay, I'm ready to really watch it. And so as we're watching it, with my family in the living room, of course we had the lights off, and I was having some coffee, and so as we're watching it, I was just enjoying it, and of course right away, like I can tell there are some references to Jurassic Park and Jaws, so that I cut on right away. I'm like, wait, this reminds me of something. This reminds me of Jaws, or this reminds me of Jurassic Park. So, and I gotta say though that the the design of Godzilla in this one, it's so, I mean, it's realistic, but it's so terrifying. Like, somehow Godzilla doesn't look like he did in the other movies recently, like the ones he did. He looks a little bit more terrifying, especially, with here, not only with his build, with his, yeah, body build, but even with his face, especially like with the eyes, and even with the teeth, like even when it showed how long and sharp they look, and how he just looked a little bit more terrifying than the other ones. Yeah, I think they meant to do that. I think whoever designed Godzilla meant to do that, just to give him a little bit more intimidating and terrifying appearance, just to make it feel like more like a monster movie. And I think they did an amazing job of that. Like, wow, like I said, Godzilla looked great. Like how real he looked, how terrifying he looked, and it's like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I remember this was the first time watching a Godzilla movie where I'm not afraid, and this time I'm actually am scared. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, so yeah, it was intense. It was just, like I said, it was terrifying. But what I also really like about it, which I was not expecting, was that this, what are they called? Are they spikes? Because yeah, the bikes, I'm so sorry, forgive me. I need caffeine. So the spikes that came out, they were glowing blue, so I think he was recharging, and all of a sudden uh, he lets out a roar, and this, of course, as usual, we see this bright blue light coming right out, which is no coincidence here because right there, that light is blue, so it's no coincidence that I'm talking about this and the light over there is blue. So anyway, like I said, as I'm watching this movie, there are some parts that were heartfelt because there was this heartfelt story, even this love story as well. And so I like that. And there are some parts where it did felt calm, some parts felt, like I said, heartfelt. But then there are some parts, especially with Godzilla, that felt just intense and just terrifying, and where it just felt like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? What's he gonna do? But then, it's like your mind's going, and and it's just like, so yeah. But other than that, I enjoyed it. I really, honestly, I love it. Like this is a really an amazing movie. It is, and I would like to watch it again. Now, the first time I've seen it, I saw it in color, but I have not seen it in black and white. And for that, what I've heard is that I think it looks a little bit more realistic and terrifying in black and white. So, oh, gotta watch it in black and white. Oh my gosh. So, but yes. So yeah, I like the cast. They were great, and I love how it was directed, and I love the Jaws and Jurassic Park reference. Now, even though I'm not a fan of Jaws, but I do like the reference to Jaws. But since I love Jurassic Park, and I'm a big fan of Jurassic Park, I do love the reference to Jurassic Park as well. Like, hey, yeah, that's great. um, but yeah, oh my gosh, even the visual effects were so real. And the thing is, I think it won an Oscar for best visual effects because it looks so real. It looks so realistic. So for those who did the special effects, visual effects for the movie, oh my gosh, not only it looks so realistic, but it's so terrifying as well. Like, especially if Godzilla was this living creature and were to create this chaos, that I've no doubt it would somehow look like that, or even look similar to that. But yeah, that just looked so real, but it was amazing. So yeah, the visual effects were amazing, and even the how Godzilla looked was amazing, and the performances were amazing too, and how it was directed, and like I said, everything else about this was again amazing. And like I said, I would love to watch it again, definitely. And yes, I'm sorry if it looks just a little bit dark in here, and there's some light. At least there's just some light in here. But right now, in case you don't know, because I'm out here in Arizona, so right now it is 7:21 p.m. Of course p.m. So yes, the sun is going down, so I still have at least somewhat daylight left. So I hope there's enough in here. I just hope so. Okay, so, oh man, and it's so warm in here. Gotta have the air on. So anyway, what else was I gonna say? Okay, so yeah, I really enjoy this, and for those who have not seen Godzilla Minus One, I highly recommend it. I really do. It's just so great. It's just amazing. And I would say after watching this, it definitely made me think, okay, I gotta start watching the other Godzilla movies too. Like, come on. I just got to, you know? And, yeah, like I said, everything about this is great, and definitely gotta watch it again in black and white. But yeah, I think you can see it a little bit more now, where you can see that it is blue. Um, so yeah, I remember, I will say this, like I said, there are some parts throughout the movie where it did feel calm. But of course, there are some parts that were heartfelt, and I felt that, and there are some parts, especially with Godzilla in it, that just felt like tense and just felt uh, terrifying too. And there's times where my heart was beating fast, and I'm like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Okay, this is up to no good. And and of course something happens, and I'm like, yeah, so certain things that have happened, and I'm just like shocked, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like what? So yeah, there's parts that just made me felt like my eyes just got wide, because I just couldn't believe what I just saw. And I'm like, so not only was I like scared at the moment, but I was also just like shocked in the moment as well. I'm like, it's just one of those things. So yeah, I really enjoy this. And so yeah, that is the first time that I saw Godzilla Minus One. And yeah, it wasn't too long ago when I saw it. So yes, ah. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I don't want to sneeze. So anyway, that looked kind of funny. So anyway, yeah, I would say this is good movies, great, amazing movies like that I want to watch again and again. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this movie memory video. And so if you have seen it, comment down below if you have, and if you love Godzilla, if you're a fan, like the video. And for more movie content, reactions, dreams, and the paranormal, subscribe and click on the bell so you be notified when I upload. That's all for today, and I'll see you at the movies.